Welcome to another super exciting episode of Critical Thinking Podcast. I'm your host, Rick the Rizzo, along with my co-host,
The Mig1. And this is a critical look at all things TV, movies, gaming, upcoming creators, and whatever the hell we free like talking about. So buckle up and grab the old poop bar and enjoy the ride.
Did you just say poop?
Welcome to the presidential episode 161 here. I'm here sitting along Rick Biden. How you doing, Rick?
Did you say presidential?
That's right. Around here we give no fucks. We're here.
And why am I Biden?
I didn't get a harumph from that guy. What's going on, peeps? This is your boy Mig1 along with his buddy here, Mr. Rick the Rizzo, Uber driver, which he ain't Ubering.
Yeah, I know. You ain't Ubering either.
Yeah, but I'm not the Uber driver. You are.
We both Uber drivers, but...
It's in your name.
It's in my name, but we ain't Ubering right now.
I ain't Ubering. Crap. I ain't taking nobody with their COVID having ass. No, sir.
Unless I build a plastic thing around the driver's seat, and then I'll go.
I ain't still going. Because you know it's going to seep through that crack, get to the residue where you don't have the not the shellac, but the stuff you put on the windows. The caulk. That's right. It's going to squeak through the cock. And then it's going to get you. And then you're going to have all kinds of problems.
Squeak through the cock or
the
caulk?
I said caulk.
You said cock.
What? Why are you saying cock? I said caulk.
You said cock.
The chalk. Once it gets through the chalk. Anyway, I ain't Ubering. That's it. Unless Uber pays me like hazard pay, COVID pay, Mexican pay, police beat my ass up pay, that kind of shit. I ain't going out there. You lucky I even come here.
You come here regardless because you got to work.
I know that, but you lucky I still come. I'm afraid I'm going to get beat up walking from my car to your house. We got a Mexican trying to enter our house. Get beat down before I even get here. Man, that's just crazy, man. I'm just saying. But anyway, episode 161, we're here to make change. We're here to make strong change, and that's why it's a presidential election.
There ain't no election here.
No? Well, goddammit, we need to make one. Anyway, how the hell are you, Rick?
Man, I'm doing fine. Back at work. A lot of excitement happened at work over the, last week since I was off last week and coming back. Mm-hmm. Like I mentioned to you earlier, we had a case of somebody getting the COVID on the 5th floor. I don't deliver there, but that's the IT department. And they're always sending computers to us and everything. Ooh. And all of a sudden we're all like, hey, what? and we put notes on the door now saying all packages that you bringing in, take to the back door. Because we have a card out there for them to put their shit on so they don't have to come into our area. And these dumbasses still open the door. Can I put this here? It's like, did you read the sign? What sign? It's in big fucking letters.
That's when you break out the batons. I say put no knees on necks. I just said hit people with batons.
Damn.
Too soon?
Too soon.
Okay.
But anyways,
you better take that out.
We went on ahead and, they finally starting to go back there. And they put their stuff on that card out there for UPS to pick up. And then his was really messed up because I don't know what they're thinking.
Is there any thinking involved?
I don't even know if they are thinking because we close at 5. All right? Okay. We stop accepting packages at 4:30 so we can shut down everything.
Exactly. Somebody's coming in at 4:59.
Dude, Gene and I were leaving.
Uh-huh.
Getting it because they closed the escalators, so we had to go to the elevators this time because usually we go up the escalators. We went to the elevators,
man.
No.
Ride the rails.
We're going up, not down. If it was going down, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
We're going up. It's like you're just kind of staring, looking at it. But anyways, right as we got in the elevator, we get up, and it opens up. Here comes one of the IT guys has like a stack of boxes. We're like. We walked out, he walks in, and I told Gene, I said, think we should have told him we're closed? Gene says, no, let him figure it out.
But stupid ass.
What, me?
No, the dumb ass that went and tried to deliver packages 30 minutes after you already shut down.
Yeah. I mean, come on. It was like, come on. Yo, it's almost 5 o'clock. We may be open till 5, but we're not accepting anything after 4:30.
Well, the interesting thing is, because usually UPS and FedEx people come in between that time. So you have to be ready for them when they get there. So you can't accept anything else.
Yeah.
Fucking morons. Even I know that shit because my company does that shit.
Yeah, I mean, we told them, it's like, look, if you want to leave it on the night drop box, which we have a night drop box, they'll come back at 7 o'clock and pick it up. They don't want to leave it there because you can't put these boxes inside the thing, and these are laptops.
Ooh. Okay.
But I'm all like, this is just the building. Who's gonna fucking...
Then get him the fuck down there earlier then, shit. The fuck you waiting so damn long?
Yeah, and then still, anyways, I'm all like, who's gonna fucking steal it anyways? People have left fucking TVs that they're returning down there.
4K?
One was.
Shit, where you work at again? I need me a 4K.
Anyways, like I said, we trying to deal with that shit right now. But other than that, like, work is still slow as hell. Hardly anybody's there. Now with this COVID case, I don't know if it's going to extend past September now or whatnot. But we've taken all the precautions. We have to wear masks. Like, except in our area, we take it off, obviously. Mm-hmm. But when I go up to do my mail route and everything, I got to have my mask on all the time. And then even when we go through anywhere in the building, we have our mask on, and walk into the cars, we have our mask on. Huh. But, like, then again, we work in Houston. Yeah. So, like, I stop at the gas station to get a drink. I can't go in the gas station unless I have my mask on. They'll sell you one in there.
Oh, yeah.
They won't give you one. I go walking in there, and this one girl is like, where's your mask at? Because it says mandatory. She goes, I know, I got to buy one. And they sell... The gas stations sell the mask for $2.99 a mask.
Damn.
I'm talking just those little bitty paper ones that we...
They're making money, bro.
They're making some money.
I'll be out on the street. Mask, $1.50. Mask, $1.50. You want some water? M&M's a mask. That's how you do it, bro. Instead of the squeaky things, you sell a mask now.
Oh, yeah. Wash your windows. No, mask.
Mask?
Mask.
Mask.
It's a little used, but it was good.
Yeah, that's right. This one got some tire tracks. You know it's good. Damn, man, that sucks.
Yeah, so that's how my work is starting to be now, and it's getting... I don't know if it's getting dangerous or what. I mean...
You know, they talk about how... You know what's funny is because all the other stuff going on with the BLM stuff, we don't really know the numbers anymore, what's actually going on. All you keep on hearing is cases rising, cases rising. We don't know the numbers. So bad today that obviously I know that Houston has banned... Go ahead.
5,000.
What, in Houston alone?
Yes.
Yeah, because I saw... Well, that's fucking crazy. I saw a report earlier today. It didn't detail numbers. It was just a quick thing, a blurb. I think I saw it on the TV. The rate that they're going, Texas is going to outpass everybody in cases. And then Houston is ridiculous. It's like a petri dish. And then now Fort Bend area, Rosenberg, surrounding areas around Houston. So we even got some in my hometown now. So it's like this is getting a little stupid now. And my company just got finished talking to me. When I talked to my boss a couple days ago, we talked about how, we'll probably have you back in here by the end of July. I think you better rethink that. And UIL now, as we now know, aren't going to let people go to football games. It's going to be broadcast. Because we know someone who's going to be doing the broadcasting things. So, yeah, that's kind of crazy, too. So, a lot of things are going to change. A lot of things, it's not going to go back to normal in a year.
No.
It's going to take a lot longer than that because of these stupid asses out here wanting to be mask-free and complaining about... You saw the video about the guy fighting to get into Walmart, not going to wear a mask. They literally kicked his ass to get him out the fucking store. It was ridiculous. Some old-ass man falling down. It's like, Jesus Christ. I mean, what... Okay, and then you see other people go to the beach. Other people go to Splashway. Yeah, I understand you want to get out of your house. I understand you want to go crazy. But God damn it, man, when you're getting fucking infected left and right. I mean, you could be infected for all I fucking know. I mean, asymptomatic, you got 5 days. And then 5 days after that. It's some crazy shit. Because you can't be tested after the first 5 days. You got to wait 5 days, then you get tested. Then after that, 5 days later to show up. Here's a good example. My wife's good friend from school lives in Buffalo, New York, right? She works in a nursing home. She hasn't been back to work in 50-something days. She has been self-contained at her home for that main amount of days since the first day she took a test and she came up COVID positive. Here's the thing. Shows no signs, no nothing. No fevers, no sweats, no coughing, no loss of taste. She lost only her sense of taste and smell for a couple of days, and that was it. They've been testing her regularly, and she continues to test positive. But no symptoms. That tells you some people can get through it, and some people can't. It won't hurt them. They'll get it, but they're still a carrier, but they can't get rid of it, but it's not hurting them. It's crazy as shit. Now,
that kind of tells me that some people are going to be immune to this shit.
Of course. It's kind of like the fucking goddamn zombie thing. People that are sick, that have diabetes are going to, okay. But, it's like World War Z. But anyway, no, that's the crazy shit. I mean, you got people like my wife. My wife has an immune system out of this world. And because She has autoimmune deficiency disease, whatever it is. I don't know. Back in the day, she stepped on nails and shit got through her foot and everything else. And back in the day, her parents didn't believe in going to the doctor and that type of stuff. Put some dirt on it, rub some oxidine, put some Band-Aid on. You're good. You're fine. Anyway, so my wife developed this autoimmune disease.
Are you sure that she's not Mexican?
No.
That sounds like a Mexican thing. Put some dirt on it.
No, but no monkey blood. Oh, monkey blood. All that shit. But anyway, so she developed this autoimmune disease. So she'd catch the flu and kick it within 24 hours, while the rest of us are dying for 6 days. She believes that her school, where she was at, where we're from, sometime last year, maybe early, at the beginning of the school year, this disease was already over here. Because kids were going in and out, getting sick, not feeling well, getting sick, unknown viruses, unknown what was it. They couldn't determine it wasn't a flu, it wasn't this, it wasn't that, but people were just out. Kids were just out and then coming back, out and coming back. And they were out for a week, for days, and then coming back. So she tends to believe that it might have been here way before the government actually even knew. And a lot of people are starting to believe this too. And then she believes some of her teachers had the same stuff happen because one teacher left and had symptoms of what they're talking about now when she was out back then, back in fucking August, back in fucking July. So we think this disease was here a lot sooner than expected now.
Oh, yeah, I believe that too.
So people have been,
Yeah, because they didn't start policing it. They didn't start doing anything with it. They were like, oh, it's over there. But you still didn't stop anybody from coming in from the country. They didn't stop nothing.
Well, when you
because we had a...
Yeah, exactly.
Fired the department that was supposed to watch this shit.
Yeah, when you get rid of the department that handles that kind of stuff, that kind of sucks. So your presidency is going to be known by being a total fuck up and pretty much allowing tons and millions of people to die. Who knows? I don't even know what the numbers are of deaths, and I don't even want to know. It's just terrible. But, and maybe, and you got your government's conspiracies. Oh, it's all fake. These numbers are all fudge. Really? Did you not see the body bags? But, here's the scary part, dude. If you listen to some of the people in the CDC talking, and you listen to anything, and even fucking common knowledge will fucking tell you this shit, that this bitch is going to come back again.
Oh, yeah, we are.
And people that already have it now are going to get it again. Because that's another thing. Somebody else who had it just recently found out, just got the symptoms again. Got it again, a second time. And you're not supposed to, remember? They say you can't catch it a second time. They got it again. Different strain.
Yeah, it's going to mutate.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And
just like our normal flu virus. Mm-hmm. How many different types of flus do we have because the flu
that's what
mutates?
This is a part of. This has some kind of part of the flu with it in it. And here's the thing. Yeah, great job they're using hand sanitizer and all this shit. But what happens when you use that stuff all the time against some kind of diseases like this and you take it?
It's going to immune to it.
It's going to become immune to it. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Rick Lopez. Are you running for president? You got my vote. Nick, Rick Biden right here.
It's like, next thing you know, we're just going to be dipping our hands in acid. It's like, I see a little bit of bone, but I'm all right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Bone's better than nothing.
Yeah.
When you got that bone. But yeah, so that whole crap, man, it's just like, I know we don't want to talk about this so long, but it's such a, people are really careless right now. And yes, I will go into the store every once in a while without a mask. I guess I'm stupid too. Because, sometimes it seems like it's a real hassle just to run in and you're going to run out. But I still keep my distance from people. I don't get up on somebody's ass. And my wife has made me start putting my mask on. So I put my Chinadu bought mask. That's right. Little quote there. Got to pay the bills. of his dog, Leo. And I go in the store with it. My wife puts her mask on and we go. But we still, even when we have our mask on, we're still far apart from other people. You got to, it's just ridiculous. I don't know what's going to happen with this. I'm hoping, that the good Lord sees us through and people make it, turn around, and we get rid of this crap. Because the world doesn't need to go back to normal. My kids need to go back. Kids need to go to college. My kids need to do stuff. I mean, we can't be living like this, man. This is a terrible pandemic to be in. And then you got the stupid asses, the cops beating everybody left and right. This world has gone to shit right now, man.
I mean, don't get me wrong, protesters, you're doing whatever y'all got to do, whatever, but come on. I'm looking at some of these protesters. They're not wearing masks. They're sitting there right next to each other. Y'all in big old groups. Would you expect it not to spike up like that? Come on.
And then you laugh at the other groups walking around talking about, hey, Black Lives don't matter, this and this and that. And they got their KKK shit on. They got their freaking Confederate flag shit on. And they're without masks. And because a lot of the things I've seen, a lot of these people doing this shit are the people that support that kind of crap, are the ones that are trying to break into the stores without wearing masks. Of course, as you know, they say this, and then the other people, the left and the right both say this shit. Everybody's got a point. Like, they show two sides of different stories. You know, oh, this is what happened here, and then the other guy, no, but you didn't point this out, and no, you didn't point that out. It's like,
and then after the rings out, don't get me wrong, a lot of things was bad that happened, like George Floyd, all that was bad, and everything. But a lot of more cases are starting to show up on the net and everything, and everybody's like starting to believe this. Mm-hmm. Be sure it's the whole video, because I've seen it where it was showing the guy was being beaten, but then I was all like, it's only showing like right at this point. Mm-hmm. I was like, well, why didn't they start recording beforehand? Well, then they did find the whole thing and showed it, and the guy was doing 100 and he was doing 135 or something like that. It was like that's going to jail speed.
Yeah.
But they didn't show you that part where the cop was being just explained to him, this is what it is, da 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 da. And then at the end they said, "Why are you arresting me? Why you did?" That's when they started recording and everything like that to make it look like he was a victim.
Yeah, people are going to do that shit. People are going to skew the videos, and that's the thing. That's That's what I agree with you 100%. The whole video has to, if you're going to record it, you got to show the whole thing. You got to give the whole fucking story. You heard the story about the police officer trying to de-escalate a situation with the black man because he didn't want to shoot him, but it was a situation, very hostile situation, but he got pretty good, and he got it down, man. He got him calm. Everything was good. He, de-escalated the situation. Another cop showed up, shot the man. They fired one of the cops. I didn't finish the story. I don't know which one they fired. My bet you is they fired the guy that tried to calm the situation down. How much you want to make a bet?
That'd be fucked up.
It would be fucked up, but that's the way the world is right now. I'm torn, and I'll say this honestly. I have a lot of friends that are police officers. I have family members that are police officers. I went to school with guys that are police officers now. And a lot of my friends are African American, Hispanic, and some are white. These are all cops. I can honestly speak for the characters of all of these officers that I know. And this is about 30. These 30 men put their lives on the line every single day. And they are not that type of cop that's going to go out there and beat somebody for no reason. They are the good people. Okay? But you have those that do go out there that got a fucking problem. And my friend used to make the joke saying, you couldn't be a cop because I would fucking beat somebody's ass. He's probably right. I'd bring the stick out first. But I'm just saying. So I'm torn. And I just want people to understand that not all cops are bad. And you see some of the videos now. Thank God some of these videos are showing where cops are being nice. They showed a cop pull over a black man and a black woman, and they told me he's being stopped being detained. What for? For endangering a child. You're speeding. No child seat in the back. Like, what? And then you see the wife's holding something. He turns to her back, goes, really? She's pregnant. So the cop was in on the gag.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. And you see another cop going there, and he goes up to the people who are having their issues, and he kneels down with them, and he's praying with them. And you see other cops walking with people. I get that. Those I understand that. But like you said before, in order for the police to do their job correctly, they do have to be allowed to take situations if something does escalate. You can't hold everybody in that negative view. If you're going to record, we need the entire story. Everything needs to be done fair. That's what America's supposed to stand for. Not they're fucking cop killers, everything else. And I can say this. I've been discriminated. I've been almost literally assaulted. I've almost been thrown down to the ground. I was almost handcuffed because I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And with a white wife. It was me and a white hostage. And it was me and two white hostages at one point. My wife and my daughter. So I have been to the situation where I've been on the opposite end of that, where I've almost gotten my ass beat, and for no apparent reason, because of the racist police. But I've also been on the other side where I actually broke down, had some issues, and had a cop come help me. So you get kind of torn. So, that being said, yes, to me, all lives do matter. Whether you're black, you're brown, white, purple, yellow, I don't give a shit. No man has the right to take another man's life in this world. You're not God, you're not Jesus, you do not have that right. I believe that 100%. But if you're endangering someone and you're trying to kill somebody for something else, I believe they have every right to protect themselves. That's my firm opinion on that. And I'm assuming you probably have the same thing. And you know what? We talk about all this shit that's going on. COVID is a natural selection, dude. COVID don't care what color you are.
No, it don't.
As they say in basketball, when you're saying somebody's cheating you and you go shoot the free throw and you miss it, and people always scream, "Ball don't lie." Disease don't lie, bro. Disease don't lie. If it's so-called the end of days or so-called whatever they're trying to say, the wicked, I'm just saying, be careful.
And then another thing, this is a bit on my mind.
I'm just preaching today, Bob. Preaching.
This will be the last part, and we'll go on to the rest of the show.
Let's go to a good show. Let's get off the COVID shit.
But this is just the last part I want to mention about this. If a cop pulls you over, what's the first thing you do?
You get out the car and you run.
No.
Oh,
you know what I mean.
You sit there and you wait for him to walk up.
Rolls down the window. Yes, sir. Yes or no, sir.
What do you like?
That's what you do.
Proof of registration and license. Here you go.
Yeah. And don't be these persons. Why you pull me over? Why you doing it? All of a sudden, they take that as resisting because you're confronting them now.
Yeah, I mean, the guy asked me for my shit. I'm like, a license, whatever. Like, here you go. And then I'll ask him, what did I do, officer? Right after that.
Yeah.
Or actually, to be honest with you, every officer that pulled me over, he'll always say, do you know why I stopped you?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, no, I don't, officer, I don't. And he'll tell me, then he'll ask me for my license and then registration, and I'll give it to him.
Yeah. And you sit there, and if you argue with him, if you wipe your arms up, if you point, if you turn your back on him when you're talking, if he has you out of the car and you turn your back, that's all considered resisting, people.
Also threat.
Yeah.
Hands waving, stuff like that, it's considered a threat.
Yeah. You may not have a weapon on you. He doesn't know that.
Well, see, they're going to train officers more now, and that's fine and dandy. But you know what? How many more? And then what's going to happen after that? Officers are going to start dying because of the way they're training people now. Because all of a sudden, the people who are bad people are taking advantage of the situation. Because that's next.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But like I said, we digress a little bit more on this. But I just want to let you know, what you think you may be defending yourself in free rights, whatever, you might be. That's considered resisting it.
I like that old woman that was in her truck that was being pulled over because her tags were expired like 5 months way before this COVID shit. And she was arguing with the police officer, and he's like, I'm going to have to give you a ticket for this. You don't give me a ticket for this? I'm not going to take it. And she goes, ma'am, don't you roll. You went, ma'am, don't you take off. So she took off, and so the cop went after her and pulled her over. And she still fights. She just give me the ticket, and I'll sign it. Oh, we're past that, ma'am. You step out the car. And she tried to do something, so he grabbed her out the car, and she's trying to fight. He tasered her 80-year-old ass, her 70-year-old ass. Fucking idiot turned a misdemeanor to a felony within seconds. Morons. But anyway, I just wanted to share.
Like I said, we digress anyway. And this all just came from my day.
That's crazy.
How was yours?
Oh, man, my day has been, I'm on call, so I've worked overnight every day this week because I had to run backups and stuff like that. I tried to stay away from here a couple times. I don't want to keep you up, and I even did the upgrade, which I started working like at 1:30 in the morning and then finished till 9:30. And I actually came to your house for that to finish, so I was up the entire time. So my sleep schedule's all messed up. I'm all out of whack right now, and then my body is, I don't know what the hell's going on with me right now too. I don't know. I feel kind of hot, cold at times. It's really weird. I don't think I have COVID, but I'm just feeling. I'm not coughing or anything like that.
God damn it! Let me put my mask on.
Nice, but no, it's just regular stuff. But anyway, yeah. So that's been my work. Just work week was just busy as hell.
Ah, okay.
Now I'm about to get. I didn't even get a chance to even sit down and enjoy the games. Nothing. I didn't get to finish doing what I wanted to do. So yeah, but anyway, that's been my work. So hopefully this week's slower.
Yeah, hopefully it will be.
Scoreboard.
I was like, all right, well, we have a movie review to do. We have 2 movies, but Miguel hasn't finished one yet.
Right. Yeah.
He was in the middle of it when I got here. I don't know how far he is into it, but he's still got a little bit of ways to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 20 minutes, 25 minutes in. It's because I couldn't get to it, and like I said, even when I stopped working here, it wasn't too much longer before you got home.
Yeah.
And so even then, I was trying to put other kind of fires. I apologize. They only got one movie review for you today.
So we're gonna have the movie review scoop for you, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the entertainment news first that we have. It's a little bit of news, but I think we're gonna have a lot of discussion on this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, the first of all, Jeffrey D. Morgan
Negan
is in talks with WB
to
play.
Hang on, let me think. WB. So that means he's going to be DC.
Yes.
So that means he would be. Who the hell? Only one I can think of. Thomas Wayne.
Flashpoint.
Thomas Wayne.
That's what
I thought. So he's going to be the shooting Batman.
Flashpoint Batman.
Nice.
He posted on Twitter a picture of him with this comedian mask on. But he says he's going to be Batman.
That's freaking awesome, man.
And they are talking of the Flash movie is going to go on with Ezra Miller still, and everything that is all bygones. What happened? So Ezra Miller's there. They're going to do a version of Flashpoint Paradox, and that's going to bring in Jeffrey D. Morgan as Thomas Wayne Batman.
But I got something on that too. I got something on that too.
I got something too.
The original Batman.
Yes,
baby.
I was coming to that next, but I was finishing up with Negan first. So what do you think of that of Jeffrey D. Morgan?
I'm fucking psyched, man. I'm fucking Jeffrey D. Morgan guy, bro. You know it. Since the comedian, since Sam and Dean's dad, since The Walking Dead. Fuck yeah, I love Jeffrey D. Morgan. Since freaking Grey's Anatomy. Hell yeah.
I started laughing when Sam and Dean had a bat in the show with that looked like Lucille.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, my dad would like this.
Yeah, I know. That's the funny part. That's why I love that show so much. But yeah, no, man. Dude, the memes, everything else. Look, Sam, Dad's on The Walking Dead. But yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Jeffrey D. Morgan just has that voice, that look. And boy, when he played Negan, I was like, oh. So yeah, I'm all down to watching B. Thomas Wayne.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be good.
But even that, the news that I wanted to spill that you want to spill next, I think is even bigger than Jeffrey D. Morgan.
Yeah, well, like I said, Michael Keaton was in talks with WB to play the original Batman again.
I saw it was confirmed somewhere the other day.
Yeah, it's confirmed. His role as the Batman is not actually as the Batman. He's kind of like a Nick Fury of it.
All right.
So he's going to be that older Batman that they go to talk.
Nice.
And he will probably, it's a multiple movie deal.
That's what I'm talking about. Because, everything's canon now.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ever since the Flash TV show, the crossover canonized everything.
All the worlds are together now.
Yes.
That's crazy.
But as you saw in the show itself, the other worlds are starting to come back. The other
I haven't gotten that far. I haven't finished Supergirl or whatever, or Legends of Tomorrow. I've only seen Flash to the end. Stop!
It was in the Flash when it was mentioned that a lot of them are starting to pop up.
I didn't know that. I missed that.
Yeah.
Not the mirror thing. They didn't say anything else after the mirror thing.
Mm-hmm.
I missed that. It must have been something said.
It was just real quick.
Okay, I missed that. Okay, but anyway, I have to go back and watch. But yeah, I don't care, man. Jeffrey D. Morgan, Michael Keaton. What else could I ask for? Jack Nicholson?
Yeah. But I don't think they can bring that back. But it was kind of funny though, because Michael Keaton's Batman is actually from what they say Earth 89, because it was 1989 when he had the Batman. It was funny when Knox was reading the newspaper.
Yeah.
In there, it said finally caught the Joker,
Uh-huh.
but we all know in the movie he had killed the Joker. So I wonder if they changed it to where
He probably got out.
Or remember, he killed the Joker. He fell off the building at the end of the first Batman movie with Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I remember that, but he probably didn't die.
Well, I'm wondering if since the whole
he came back.
And they have it to where, he caught him.
Flashpoint changed everything, so things have changed. Yes, exactly.
And this would explain that Ezra Miller showing up on the Flash TV show when they do the Flashpoint Paradox. Because I bet you that will be a cameo in the movie.
That'd be great. Yeah, that'd be freaking awesome, dude. That's oh man, this is so great. But yeah, man, I'm super psyched on this. I can't begin to tell you because, of course, I'm a Batman guy and a Joker guy, but I really starting to become a Flash guy, believe it or not, and that's mainly due to Grant Gustin and Ezra. Yeah. I really like the Flash stuff, and of course, old school Flash, being able to come back and play Flash again. From the 80s.
Yeah.
So
what's funny is Ezra Miller was discussing the Flashpoint Paradox in one thing, and everybody looks the way he was describing it. He was like saying everybody was kind of like, he's kind of crazy talking about this. But if you're in a comic book person, you would kind of understand. He says it's not just the multiverse; it's the speedster multiverse. So the speedsters have a different way of doing it. So they connect the multiverse together. Is how he was talking.
It's kind of crazy, man. It's going to be wild, and you're going to have to be like sitting there like scratching your head. Like, what the? Okay, I'm going with it. Let's just go. It'd be too much just to come. Just roll with it, man. Just roll with it and let's go.
But can you just see Michael Keaton? Is he going to dress up as Batman, or is he going to be just that old man Bruce Wayne that they're going to come talk to you like Nick Fury?
I don't know, man. He might be dressed up as Bruce Wayne, but he may don the cape and the cowl. I think he may do it. Or they may see him standing on a building or something.
And
you gotta let Mike Keaton put the cape back on, man.
Oh, but you're gonna love this too. There's talks a lot, like I said, multi-movie deal. He's at the age where he can be Batman Beyond, Bruce Wayne with Terry McGinnis.
Huh? Interesting. I didn't think about that. That's cool, but I think before they jump that far ahead, maybe if they pull back a little bit, they could probably do the Court of the Owls thing.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Oh my god. To see Talon and all those guys. Oh, that would be freaking awesome.
They before the whole Justice League when Zack Snyder and all that was doing that with the new Superman and everything. They were looking at other Batman stories, and Batman Beyond was one. It was going to be a dark Batman movie and the first rated R Batman movie.
Well, the bringing of Jeffrey D. Morgan in as Thomas Wayne has connections to Court of the Owls.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, what are we going to do with this? You just can't put that out there. You just can't leave it on the ground, bro. It's just a dangling participle. You got to pick it up. So yeah, dude, I got the goosebumps. But again, if this COVID shit don't stop, I ain't going to see it in the theater.
No, but they're actually going to start filming some stuff already.
Oh, there you go. All right.
A lot of stuff's going to come start filming again and everything. The Ezra, the Flashpoint, that's going to be starting filming next year. They're finishing up the Zack Snyder. A lot of them are coming back doing voiceovers and stuff like that. Where they're trying to for the Zack Snyder cut, which I heard was 6 hours long.
Jesus.
That's why they put it in a series on HBO Max.
Oh, did you get it yet?
I haven't gotten it yet because I'm not too sure. Because, like I said, my friend lets me uses Amazon Prime and has HBO and Cinemax on there, and I'm all like, well, if it's on here, why am I gonna buy it and I get it already?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hesitant to get it right now.
Pass the codes, man. Pass the codes.
But other than that, like I said, we both got goosebumps and everything because Michael Keaton is back. He even said at a college graduation, I have 2 words for y'all. I'm Batman. So we know he's back.
Freaking awesome. Just freaking awesome.
It's like he's a villain in the Marvel universe, but he's a hero in the DC universe.
Yeah, I know, right? Batman, Vulture. I mean, come on. Michael Keaton's is great, bro. That's all I got to say. Now, you got Michael Keaton there. We don't have to worry about the George Clooney bullshit, the Val Kilmer.
Oh, speaking of those Batmans, director Joel Schumacher. He passed away. He was 80-something years old. He's the one that directed Batman and Robin.
Yeah, he made a comment about the bat
Forever.
nipples.
Yeah.
Why there was importance about the bat nipples, I missed it.
I don't know. I don't remember. I know he did The Lost Boys. Did a lot of movies that y'all have seen out there. He recently passed away. Was it yesterday or the day before?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like 80 years old. He was up there. Wasn't complicated to COVID, old age.
Yeah, you all gonna get there, bro.
Yeah.
Just don't know when.
Yep.
Your clock is ticking.
So is yours.
No, man, I put mine on pause.
Realize we all been starting to die since we were born.
I understand that, but I don't die. I just age well, like fine wine.
You have more gray hairs than I do.
That doesn't mean shit. You know what that means? Is the knowledge. I'm
Well,
like
no.
Cerebros, baby. I'm like Master Mole. I'm here to create. I do not destroy.
Anyways, that's all the news we have and everything. Like I said, this not going to be a really long show, but we're going to go ahead and get a little bit in depth with Scoob.
But hang on, before you go into that, quick news. Uncanny Comics and Rosemary's back open again. Comic books are supplying are coming back in, so you can start getting your registrations back again. I picked my old comics up the other day, so they'll be coming back in again Wednesday, which is a great thing. DC, I heard, is doing things a little bit different, or Marvel's doing it like every other week or some crap like that. DC's getting their stuff in, but they're no longer dealing with Dynamite. I forgot, they told me some big news, something happened, so now they got to order those books to a different. It's really weird. They haven't, because of everything that went down with the COVID and stuff like that. But it's been great. So it's so cool to be able to get my comics again. I was like, I didn't know. I thought my comic days were over. Seriously, I was like, damn, it's so cold, so cold. But
So
in his office, he has a Mr. Sinister statue.
oh, really?
Yeah, it is just so.
How much is it?
$50. It's
I
nice.
might run in there.
He's got the death guy too. It makes yours look like shit.
Well, there was one I wanted, but
And
it
he's also
was
got the Batman that laughs up there.
yeah. There was one I wanted. The
Is that my
Red
birthday
Death.
gift?
Huh?
Is that my birthday gift?
No.
Oh, you bastard. I tried.
There was a Red Death I wanted to get,
Yeah, the
and
Red
it was
Death, yeah.
better. But I was like, I didn't want to spend $150 for it.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting this one.
I still like that one. That's nice. Don't get me wrong. That's a real nice one.
But like I said, if I go in there and I get that Mr. Sinister,
I'm going to cut you.
I don't know where I'm gonna put it.
I'm going to cut you.
I don't know where I'm gonna put it.
You're gonna put it in your ass because I'm gonna cut you. It better never show up in this place.
You're gonna show up like that mother.
That's it. Somebody kill him. I gotta go get the COVID and bring it in here.
God damn. So, by all means, all y'all Uncanny Comics friends of the show. They don't really sponsor us yet, or anything, but hey, we still support them.
Yeah, and please, guys, all the jokes we make of the COVID, we understand people are dying, people are sick. It's just a little banter here between myself and Rick, and trying to make you guys smile. I mean, you guys understand. We do understand the gravity of the situation, so there's no insults or anything like that to be taken about it. But if you don't like it, fuck you. Anyway, go ahead. Let's go to the movie.
All right, let's go to the movie. Scoob. This didn't make it to the movie theater because of the COVID situation, so they went to digital. First, it was rental, and then they finally got to where you could buy it. So.
Then you fucked me. You fucked me because I said I wanted it, and then you bought it before I could say this is too much.
So, well, you were gonna buy it regardless.
Yeah, but I was waiting for the DVD, so I get the DVD too.
But you wanted to watch it now, and there was no way it was gonna be now because the DVD wasn't coming out until August.
Yes.
And so you would have been like, I want to watch Scoob.
So anyway, I got the movie Scoob, and to be honest with you, it was worth the money.
Yes, it was. It's really good.
So nostalgic, man. It is just like they crammed it all in there.
Yeah, this is like it's like what an origin on how Scoob and Shag met,
and that's why people were pissed off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people were mad because they crammed too much in there. Rather than to be the origin story of Shaggy and Scooby with the mystery guys and Velma and Daphne and Fred doing a mystery, they crammed that in there. They crammed the mystery. They crammed Dick Dastardly, Muttley, Grape Ape, all those other guys, Captain Caveman, Blue Falcon, Falcon Fury, Dynamite. They crammed too much in instead of making a regular old school Scooby-Doo movie, like the show. It's not the show, is what I'm trying to tell people. It's it's a different thing. It's a movie.
Yeah.
So you can't do an episode. An episode was what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
You can't, not even that, maybe 10, 15, because they used to have multiples. So it was like, from my point of view, it was great. It was nostalgic. They had the Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? They had the intro, like the old school one, but they had the creatures updated. But it was still the same freaking one. I was like, oh.
Now, when I told you it's going to hit the feels.
Yeah, you got me at the end. I was wondering, because I totally forgot about you making the comment about the feels. I was like, but I knew there would be I knew it went in that way, because Scooby wouldn't do that. Scooby-Doo movie went in that way. So I was able to hold it in, sir. You didn't get me. You didn't get me.
Wait, but let's start from the beginning.
Okay, all right.
All right, now this is where how Scoob was just a stray.
Yeah.
Running around.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, Scoob's appetite takes over everything. He steals some food and he's trying to run away.
And the cops are chasing him.
The cops instead of the
one cop.
The one cop instead of the fucking...
the butcher guy?
Not the butcher, but the pound.
Oh, yeah, the pound guy, yeah.
I was like, well, they got the cops doing it.
Yeah, because he stole.
Yeah.
That's why he was after him.
Yeah. And he runs into Shaggy on the beach. And
Shaggy, he was hiding at first.
Yeah, first hiding. And then you realize Shaggy didn't have a lot of friends either.
Uh-huh. So he comes out, and then the cop sees him, like, is this your mutt? Yes. What's his name? Scooby. Last name? Middle name? Doobie. Oh, dog's got 3 names. Gotta be legit. I was like, what the hell? So dog's got 3 names. That means he's legit. And then the cop just walks up like, well, okay.
But you saw how Shaggy was. He couldn't make friends.
No, yeah.
So he literally took the make friends. Literally,
mm-hmm.
He made sand piles.
Yes, that was sad.
It's kind of sad.
That was kind of sad.
And then that's where you see how him and Scoob just.
I looked at that like shit. That reminds me so much of Rick.
Shut the hell up. And him and Scoob connected, and you saw the love that they have.
And then Shaggy gave him the collar, which is iconic.
Yeah.
And that kind of got you the feels, because you're like. And before I go any further in the movie, Scooby-Doo is one of those cartoons that I watched a lot with my father. And till this day, my dad really likes Scooby-Doo a lot. It's one of his favorite movies of all time. So, favorite cartoons of all time. So, it's one of those things. Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry, Woody Woodpecker, and all this. This Bugs Bunny is what I watch with my dad. And so, watching Scoob, and watching that, it was like nostalgia for me. All the feels bringing up the stuff, me sitting down watching Scooby-Doo with my dad and stuff like that. So, that's another reason why the movie meant I wanted to see the movie so bad.
But, like I said, it's a big thing there.
Yeah. And then, they meet Fred and Velma and Daphne
Yeah,
on Halloween.
yeah. And it shows everything. It shows the bullies picking on him, and then that's when Fred comes in and the rest of the gang helps him out, and then there's a house that's haunted.
Yeah, and then they go in and they find the guy that revealed the mask. That's so funny. The thing flying around is crazy. But you know what's interesting about that is that when you're watching Scoob and Shag, and I'm watching this, and when I was growing up, I didn't realize Scooby was a Great Dane.
Really?
Nah.
Never realized.
Never realized it. And it took me, I realized as I got older, but I never realized what kind of dog he was. I always tried to figure out, what is he? Is he a...
Marmaduke.
Yeah, exactly. I never knew what kind of dog he was. Yeah. Great Dane. And that's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, pretty big dog. But
big dog.
When you look, he's a Great Dane, but he's not as big as he's kind of small for a Great Dane if you think about it.
And he's still big though.
Yeah.
When he stands up, he's big.
Yeah. But other than that, like I said, they did well with how they found each other and how they just we're gonna start doing this.
But what in the Blue Oysters was Simon Cowell in the movie for?
I don't know.
I can back you, but I can't back friendship. I'm like, what? Why Simon Cowell? What?
I guess they wanted money.
And the perfect ass to break up the band, Simon Cowell. Maybe that was the link.
Maybe.
So I'm like, okay. And then Scoob and Shag go over to the bowling alley, where the other incident happens.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Falcon Fury.
That's right. IKEA.
This shows them when they were younger, and that's what they watched. Falcon Fury. And then all of a sudden, they go to the bowling alley, and then there's the bowling balls, or is it the pins?
It was the pins, and they could turn into pins and the bowling balls.
Yeah.
They were the, what the hell do they call them? Jesus Christ. I know the name of those damn things. I forgot what they called them. They were the little robots that Dick Dastardly commanded. But you didn't know that.
Yeah, we didn't know that at the time. And then all of a sudden, they get pulled up and go into, and I thought it was like, it's going to be out of space. Mm-hmm. And then you find out, you see it in the trailer, and then all of a sudden they're like, you see the whole description of everything there, and it's Falcon Fury, and it's like, IKEA. Did you just say IKEA?
I said Falcon Fury, just like you. And of course, you see the Falcon Fury come out. You see Jessie, I think, the girl that drives the Falcon Fury, flies it, and then you see Dynamite, which of course was cool. Interesting thing though, the Blue Falcon wasn't the Blue Falcon. The Blue Falcon was the son of the Blue Falcon.
Yeah,
which I thought was kind of cool. You know who the Blue Falcon was, right?
Who?
Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that just I started. Oh my God, that's Mark Wahlberg. It's like, what the friggin' hell?
I didn't catch that.
Was it's about to get crazy now from the Transformers, from Dark of the Moon, the Chinese guy.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He's the guy that played the dog. So when Scooby was talking, Scooby sounded a lot like Scooby. There was times that Shaggy sounded a little bit like Shaggy, but he didn't really sound a lot like Shaggy. Fred, Doufman, and Velma, all different. I think that was the biggest disappointment for me, was the fact that they couldn't find somebody that could actually do the voices exactly identical and iconic like the guys from before. That would have just won me over. Dick Dastardly, had he been his old voice, obviously these guys are already dead or gone already. But if they could find, we got talented comedians around. They could have found somebody. They could have gotten a lot closer to the voices. If I'm really nitpicking, that's the only thing that I really have to complain.
But you have to admit, when you finally find out why Dick Dastardly was doing what he was doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, that's another thing. You think Dick Dastardly just being an a-hole like he normally is, just trying to go after money and riches and gold, or defeat everybody in the wacky races, which was kind of funny. That was kind of mentioned a little bit.
Yeah.
But because later you see Hanna-Barbera and the Yogi Yahooies when they go to the museum.
Yeah.
To the amusement park. And you're kind of like watching this, and as you get to the point and you start to realize what's going on, you're like, oh, Dastardly has some feels too. Damn.
His whole point, and sorry people, it's spoilers.
Yeah.
His point was...
Well, initially the point was to get the gold.
Yeah, the gold. And they found a way to get there before they had to get away a different way. Mm-hmm. And... Spoiler, Muttley gets stuck.
Yeah, because he pushed Muttley through. He's like, when he was telling Fred, I begged him not to go, and you see him like... Massa
They did keep that with Muttley, though.
That was like...
And his laugh.
Oh, I love that. Again, the Rassafras thing was a little bit off key. It was not almost exact. It was close, but the laugh was perfect. I was like, oh my god. And the look, everything. Oh yeah. And when he starts biting his leg, I was like, oh my god, that's freaking Muttley. Yeah. And I was just hooked. Yeah.
And so
we jumped way ahead there. Sorry.
Yeah, we jumped ahead. But when you find out that Falcon Fury is trying to find out where that's what they want to get to the. Was it the treasure of Alexander the Great? And his dog, which happens to be a Great Dane,
which Scooby is a descendant of.
Is a descendant of,
as you find out through the movie.
Yeah, as you go there, and that's when they're trying to find out where it's at, and then they find out this one location and who he has to fight.
Oh, the greatest guy of all, Captain Caveman, dude. Okay, first of all, Captain Caveman's voice was not Captain Caveman, just so you know. Yeah. But Captain Caveman was a great guy who was playing in this movie, and I loved who they got. Tracy fucking Morgan.
Yes.
Oh my god, Tracy Morgan was cracking me up as Captain Caveman. I loved it. I was like, only thing might have been better than Tracy Morgan might have been Kevin Hart.
Maybe, yeah.
But it was freaking awesome. Captain Caveman whooping ass. What's so cool about it? He's like, oh, you walking around with his club.
Maybe they do it again. They have Captain Caveman and son, and the son is Kevin Hart.
That would be funny. That would be really funny. But yeah, it was cool to see that they fought Captain Caveman, and it was just so hilarious. But along the way, Scoob and Shaggy, they have their own little problems.
Yeah, they have their own little problems. Because Falcon Fury is pulling Scoob away, and Scoob wants to be this hero now.
Yeah,
and Shaggy doesn't like, especially when Scoob take off his.
Yeah, but he gave him the nod, as Scooby said, and Shaggy thought he'd never take it off, and that kind of crushed Shaggy a little bit. Yeah. I think that was the point that crushed him a little bit, not the fact that he was considered to be special. It was the fact when he took the collar off that crushed him, because he always told him he'd never take it off, and that was kind of a touching moment. It was kind of like, ooh. But the only thing is, I know they want to portray Scooby as being a hero, Scooby being brave, and want to do this thing with the Falcon Fury guys. He was never really that brave in the cartoon unless he ate a Scooby snack.
Yeah.
So that was the thing that was missed. Oh, the Scooby snack scene was pretty fucked up too, by the way. It's kind of funny. But lo and behold, Dick Dastardly is pretty freaking smart in this movie.
Yeah.
The Rottens is what they call the robots. The Rottens.
Yeah.
Like the really Rottens.
Yeah.
So they're the Rottens. I knew it was something like that. But man, he treated them like crap, bro. He reminded me of Guru with his minions.
Oh yeah.
But dude, Dick Dastardly could pull off some disguises, couldn't he?
Oh yeah. That was, oh my god. It goes, like I said, finally Shaggy realized, and this, like I said, Scooby-Doo does a learning, makes everybody learn. That's what a lot of cartoons did back in the day. Mm-hmm. They gave you a reason. And he said, he goes, they may have part ways, but they're best friends, and best friends forgive each other.
Yeah. There was always the underlining of that, yes. There was the fact that they learned how to coexist, and they learned how to work together and everything else. And when the band got back together, they had grown.
Yeah.
Which was so cool. I was like, oh, check this shit out, man. We're getting all spiritual and shit up in this mug. And it was really cool. I mean, I thought they did a really good job with it.
And it's funny how they said they're, as much as they can work, they can actually work without Scoob, but with Scoob and Shag. But Shag and Scoob kept them together.
Yeah, you found out that they were the heart of the team.
Yes.
And what's cool is you also saw the Blue Falcon and Dino Mutt also develop that bond, because Dino Mutt was used to being with the dad.
Yeah.
And then you see him talking to Brian. And he becomes a hero too. He has his hero moment, and it changes him too, which is so cool. And
I was laughing with the whole Fred in the mystery van.
Machine? Yeah. You don't ever hit another damage in the man's car. Oh, he's running. And of course, you guys don't know who the bad guy is, but when Dastardly took all the 3 damn dog skulls and put them together and used Scoob to open up the shit to get to the time vault, to get to the gold where Muttley was at, he released Cerberus.
Yes.
So Cerberus is messing all kinds of shit up, and here's Fred running at him with his goddamn Mystery Machine wagging on his arm like a shield, like he's gonna do something. And you saw the dog laugh, right?
Yes.
He was like, and as he got close, he punted him with a toe. And he Fred, It was okay. It's still, even though it had a serious moment, like Cerberus is gonna like kill people, eat people, and crunch people up. It still had the sense to make fun of itself and to make fun of stupid shit and have the little puns and that was the freaking hilarious part.
And then that's where you see where Scoob and Shag are best.
Yeah.
They said, all right, we're going to stop him. We'll do what we do all the time. Shag and Scoob do the distraction.
Yeah, they're the bait, and the other
And
one's the trap.
they did exactly what they normally do.
That's why I always carry a Scooby snack. So I always carry a backup. It was great. But that's so Scooby.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, they added in the Scooby snack. They added in the yoinks. They added in the, like, man, come on. They added the, when Scooby jumps up and Shaggy catches him. Remember he did with the Blue Falcon? And the Falcon didn't catch him?
Yeah.
He's like, Shaggy never misses. So it had it all, man. But then when Dick Dastardly gets in there into the gold chamber and runs and he sees Muttley, he kind of like breaks down a little bit. And he's like, I got here too late. And Muttley's like, you know, looks dead. And Dastardly's actually broken up over it, talking to him. And Muttley's like, and then Dick realizes, like, you piece of stupid foul dog. You let me. And then he goes, oh, I can never be mad at you. It's like, yes. So typical, man.
Yeah, so you realize the bad guy, as much as he is a bad guy, and it's his name,
his dog.
He loves his dog. And that was his treasure.
Yeah. And Muttley is still very loyal to Dick, no matter what Dick does with him, whatever Dick has Doug done. Because you remember, toward the end of the credits, he breaks Dick out of jail.
Yeah.
So Muttley is very, very loyal to Dick Dastardly. They have their faults, but they're extremely loyal to each other.
You know what's fucked up?
What's that?
All this time back in the day when I was, it was always Dick Dastardly. I never thought it was Dick Dastardly. I always thought it was Dirk Dastardly.
Oh, Dick. Rick. No, Dick. Rick. Dick. Rick. That was funny too. When he's trying to get Scooby to say his name. But yeah, and then, you know, they go on, they fight, and they defeat Cerberus, but then you find out that the only way to stop it is one has to seal him from the outside, the other has to seal him from the inside, and Shaggy
makes the
sacrifice
this time.
because, you know, Scoob saved him when he was a kid, so it's his turn to save Scoob in return. And of course, you know, you knew, and that's the feel part you talk about, because it got you, because you saw Scooby going, oh,
yeah,
crying, and you're like, oh my god, that hurt. But I'm thinking, okay, it's like, oh my god, that's, because when I was watching, I was like, oh, that's kind of emotional. I mean, I was like almost overtaken, but I'm like, no, they're not going to do that. They can't do that. They're not going to do that at all. And then you see
Cerberus
they figure it out, and he does it, and he pumps it out. It's like, oh my god. But that was such a genuine moment. That was so real to the love of Scooby and Shaggy to each other, and it was just like very emotional. And yeah, it was an emotional scene for me. I didn't cry, but it just made you just like, got you right there, bro. It's like, damn, that's a good moment. That was a damn good moment.
He lying. He was crying.
No crying, bro. No tears, but it was like, I'm not gonna cry. Choking me up. But it was such a great moment. It was such a great feel moment in the movie.
Miguel had that one tear starting to come down. He's like, no, get back in there.
Nice. Nah, man, it was classic. It was a nice touch. And then, of course, you know, they fast forward, you know, and you see them. They got their building, which I don't remember them having a building, but they got the Mystery Machine, the new one. And then
the whole thing when Dick Dastardly, they took his mask off, and then Simon Cowell.
Like, wait,
and then it was Dick Dastardly.
No one ever goes for the double mask, which is freaking hilarious. But
now I have to ask.
Okay.
Of course, we loved it because it's nostalgic. We're Scooby-Doo fans. Your grandson doesn't know who Scooby is.
Mm-hmm.
How do you take it?
My grandson has already seen the movie 4 times on my phone. He's stuck to it, and he just watches it. Don't know, listener, how much he really understands what's going on, because he's only 3. He might understand more than I think he does. But it's a dog. It's a dog movie, a dog friend, 2 dogs, and, you know, and characters and cartoons, and he loves it because he did not move away from it. Every time he gets it, he puts it on, and he sees it's on. I put it there, he shows him, he clicks it, he wants to watch it. It's like he likes watching that, Tarzan. So he loves it. So I think, and my wife and me, we saw Scooby-Doo stuff. So we think when we get older, he gets a little older, we're going to buy him Scooby-Doo stuff. And probably buy him this old Scooby-Doo DVDs and stuff like that so he could have to watch. So, you know, another generation of kid in my family will then recognize and know Scooby-Doo, which is really cool. And he's one of the main reasons why I did get it. I wanted to get it for him too. And he loved it. The first time I put it on, he did not move. It was like frozen. And he was like Devin, nothing. You didn't hear anything you had to say. And it was cool to see that because I was watching it with him too the first time, but I had to go away, so he finished watching it, and then I came back and said I'll watch it later.
I just like the fact that it did exactly what Scooby-Doo does. There was a lesson to be taught, which is all about. This one was all about friendship, and how friendship you can forgive your friends, your best friends. I'm not saying acquaintances because everybody has more acquaintances than friends, but your true friends. You may argue, you may fight. You're gonna forgive and forget, and you're still gonna be there.
Most definitely. And it's just a good family movie. And I can give you 2 ratings on this if you wanted me to. The fanboy of me, and I'll give you the real me. But I can tell you right now, my grandson would probably give it a 7, probably, because he watches it a lot. No, he doesn't give it ratings. My grandson gives any cartoon a rating. He likes it. I put it up there with some stupid shit he watches, Pony, and Bingo and Rolly, and Puppy Dog Pals, and freaking Paw Patrol. He's a kid. What are you going to do? Do you want me to give my rating first?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and give your rating
first. As a movie critic, I have to go down on the fact and say I was disappointed in some of the voices, the choices of the voices, because, I want the nostalgia feel. What they failed to bring in the voices, they did bring with the film. Did they cram a lot in together? Yeah, because they went to quick how they met, quickly how the team, break the team up, quickly become the Falcon Fury guys, quickly do this, get that skull, then come back. So, they had to make it for a movie. Understand that. It could have made it would have been nice to have been a little bit more origin they would have been kids first, and then go to a group. That would have been fine. But I was okay with the movie. So as a regular person watching this movie, I give it probably a 7. Maybe I'm almost as a critic, because there's other things in there that I thought they had some holes. But it's a cartoon again, so I can't really judge it like a movie. I thought about giving it a 6.75, but because it's a cartoon, I'll give it a 7. Now, as a fanboy, I give it a strong 7.5, 7.75. I would literally watch it over and over again, just because it's funny. I thought the gags were great. There were a couple of adult gags in there if you remember catching them. So I thought it was great, and it's just the feel. The return back to something that I grew up watching, and that's why I give it such a high rating as a fanboy. And your rating, sir?
My rating, both fan and critic, is a 7.
Okay.
I'm one as picky as you on the voices or whatever. I was going along with all the voices that they used. I was happy they chose on some of them, like you said, with Tracy Morgan and stuff like that. I was like, okay, this will work, and everything. It's just I guess it was the cramming of so much in there, and it felt rushed at some points, and so that's why I kept it at a 7.
Yeah, because they got from one point to another point real quick. To get to the skull, solve the skull, and save the world. Everything. It was like, okay.
Yeah, and then as a critic, and then as a fanboy, it's just the nitpicking of the little stuff. You want Captain Caveman to do more of it, but Tracy Morgan only can do so much.
Very true. But did you like the in the end credit scenes? Did you like how they showed Gorilla Miguel? They showed Jabberjaws, Adam Ant, Grape Ape, and who else joined the Falcon team? Oh, Captain Caveman.
Yeah.
That's his new team. But did you see Scooby-Doo and them talking to Johnny Quest's dad?
No, I didn't see that part.
That's in the end credit scenes. Because after you see that, then you see Scooby-Doo and Shaggy in the lab. You see Velma, Daphne, and Fred talking. Well, they're not talking, but they're standing there and there's Bannon right there. They're talking to him. And they're looking at the screen because they leave the robots with him.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And then that's when you see Muttley break Dastardly out of jail.
Okay.
So that's in the end credits. You need to go back and watch that.
I need to go back and watch that. But other than that, like I said, they brought it all in, man. It was like all we were waiting for was a freaking Laugh Olympics race with the Scooby-Dooies, the Yahooies, and the freaking Dick Dastardies. What if after he broke out Dick Dastardly, they started the Wacky Race?
Dude, I would watch the Wacky Race film. I really would. I loved Wacky Races back in the day. It was such a great... I never missed it. It was one of my favorite things to watch. And, of course, I loved Dick Dastardly because they were in that stupid messed up car of his, and him and Muttley always trying to cheat.
Yeah.
And then, of course, sometimes the Scooby Doobies would win, sometimes the Yogi Yahooies would win. It was really cool, Hanna-Barbera type shit, you know. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I would love to see another Scoob movie. See how they go with it. I think it'd be pretty cool.
It's like, what if they bring back, just kind of going back a little bit here.
All you gotta do is bring in Scooby Dum.
Scooby Dum.
Scooby D.
Scrappy.
Scrappy would be another one. Scrappy's a little bit further down the line, though. I think Scrappy was with the gang for a little bit. But yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah,
But
well,
you definitely have to have more adventures of Scooby and Shaggy before you bring in Scrappy.
but now that they have Shag and Scoob now and everything,
Uh-huh.
going to the wacky races and everything, what was the one that kind of had a guy that looked like Shaggy? They drove the Doom Buggy.
Oh, yeah, Speed Buggy.
Speed Buggy?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do you think they would bring in Speed Buggy?
Well, that's the thing. Scooby-Doo teamed up with everybody.
Yeah, he did.
Speed Buggy, Batman and Robin. He teamed up with everybody.
John Cena.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's newer. But yeah, can you imagine if they went back? That would be amazing if they teamed up Batman and Robin again with Scooby-Doo, or they did those. They have the collection. They have the collections of all the Scooby-Doos from back in the day. They could take it in bits and pieces and make a movie.
Yeah.
And it would be great. I mean, they could do it. They really could. I mean, I would you really want to bring somebody else other than Casey Kasem to do some of the voice? I don't think he's alive anymore.
No, Casey Hayden passed away a long time ago.
But would you really want to do that? Would you really want to like tarnish the old school ones like that? Maybe just make new ones.
Maybe, but
You could use some of the stories, but I wouldn't want to tarnish them. The ones from back in the day were legendary.
he holds on to the voice actors too hard.
Yeah, but they were legendary. It's like, who the fuck is Optimus Prime? You can't be no other Optimus Prime, bro. They can't be no other Megatron. I mean, it's like, and they can't be no other Duke, no Lieutenant Falcon, no Sergeant Slaughter. There's certain guys who do Frank Walker, and I forget who the guy that plays. I can't think of his name. I have his name in my face. I can see his face, but they're iconic, and they will forever be iconic as those voices. Yeah, they used and they voiced a lot of people in different Hanna-Barbera shows and everything else. The problem is, some of those other ones were like so minuscule, no one really cared or really paid attention to who it was. But when you come back down to like Scooby Dooby Doo, or you come down to Optimus Prime, or you come down to Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd, Sylvester, Woody Woodpecker, you're going iconic. These guys, Mel Blanc, all those dudes back in the day were just like above the game. Disney, Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse. Everybody can do a Donald Duck, but no one can really do the Donald Duck. You know what I'm saying? Or Goofy. No one can do the, like the guy used to do it. I know. It's probably bad on me. I have to let go of the voices and let the new generations come in and do it. But because I grew up with them, they're so iconic. That's all I can hear. That's all I can see. That's all I can think of. And it's the reason why I like doing voice acting a little bit here, because of those guys. And those guys are my heroes. And I enjoy listening to them 24/7. So that's just me. Yeah. You're right. I can't let go of the voices.
Well, you got our review of it. It's basically it's averaged down to a 7. It's basically what it is between us.
Uh-huh.
It's either 7, 7.5.
Yeah, it's pretty much
around there. For Scoob, we do recommend to
I
go
recommend
watch
you
it.
watch it. Yes, definitely. You will enjoy it. The family will enjoy the movie. It's a great movie for a family.
The next one we're going to review next week is going to be Artemis Fowl.
Now, I didn't get to finish it, but I will go ahead and give you a quick thing of what I've seen so far. And I'm not going to tell you anything about the movie, but I'm going to tell you what I think. Only watching the first 25 minutes of the movie, it already has me intrigued. The plot, the story, the how they're telling it and everything else, and the kid, the boy actor, and his butler. Well, I don't want to call him that. He ripped me in half. But I'm already intrigued. The fair, the whatever. I'm not want to say much more, but it already has me intrigued. That when I leave here, I'm going to go home and finish it because it's that damn good to me already. And I'm not a fairy kind of guy. The kind of hell, I did watch Lord of the Rings, all that other shit. But I was kind of suspect on this. But dude, Colin Farrell. I mean, and
he doesn't have to hide his accent.
No, he does not. But of course, the moment he started going, "May the road rise up to meet you," I already knew exactly he was doing the Irish blessing because I'm half Irish. But anyway,
you ain't half Irish.
Well, I'm one 18th of Irish or some shit. I don't know. Some shit like who knows.
Just because you drink Irish beer,
I don't drink Irish beer, boy. Do you see this? Do you see that? Blood runs. But anyway, I have the ring with the Irish blessing on it. My wife gave me an Irish ring, as my wife is Irish and everything else. So it was pretty cool. And so I can't wait to see more of this. And it looks really cool. I'm really anxious to see it. But I was getting that bright feeling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I didn't see Will Smith beating up a fairy. But yeah, so I'm excited. I can't wait to finish it so we can review it the next time and give you our... You can already tell that it has me intrigued, so you can kind of tell that right now if I was to give you a thing, it would be a good one. But if it flops along the way, I'm going to tell you. So just so you know.
I just hope... Like I said, I enjoyed the movie. I like it. You're intrigued into it. I think you're going to like the rest of the movie. This is supposed to be another series, like a book series, like Harry Potter. Okay. Because it does have like 4 or 5 books.
That's cool. I like the kid. So far. He sells that arrogant, smart ass kid perfectly, and I like the guy that plays his help, and I like the dude telling the story.
Oh yeah.
Josh Gad, I believe.
It is, isn't it?
It's Josh Gad, yeah. So I like that part too. So and again, the Colin can use his real accent. Yeah. It's like great. I was like, oh my god.
I wonder if he's gonna keep his accent when he plays the Penguin in the Batman.
Probably not. Which you really stop to think about it. Now go back and remember watching American Outlaws when he's playing Jesse James. Yeah. Not a fucking Irish accent in that thing. His ass was perfect American fucking cowboy. How talented is that fucking dude?
He's very talented.
Seriously, how can you... People that are fucking Australian, English, Irish, whatever, they come over here and do the American accent like it ain't... and totally lose their accent? Like, wow. Or watching a Mark Wahlberg and totally disavowing his Boston accent and going all Californian or whatever is like... You sit back and really understand how freaking talented these guys are and these ladies are that do that shit. And it just wow, man. When I heard him talking like himself, I was like, fuck yes. His fucking bullseye. With the Irish accent. Scottish. Excuse me, Scottish. Forgive me. I'd have getting lynched for saying that.
All right. Well, like I said, we'll have Artemis Fowl for y'all next week. Other than that, that's it for the show. Anything else you want to add there, Miguel?
Well, being that who I am and what I am, I must say, may the road rise to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. This your boy Mig One with the Irish Blessing.
And Rick the Rizzo. We out.
Well, you know what, guys? That's a hell of a show. If you really like Critical Thinking Podcast, then you need to make sure you follow everybody that's involved with this. So I'm going to give you a quick heads up on who our lovable sponsors are. We are brought to you by Tanks Paintball, where you can shoot everyone in the ass and it's perfectly legal out on Southwest Freeway, Richmond, Texas. And now, our new big-time sponsor. Put your hands together for the black man out of Atlanta, Georgia. The True Showtime. The True Showtime. That's right. He is now sponsoring us. Can you believe that shit? But anyway, that's our sponsors. And if you really love listening to us, you can catch us everywhere. You can catch us on our radio stations, Beyond the Dawn Radio. You can catch us on WBLZ Media /Iconic Radio. You can catch us on Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, and Anchor. We're everywhere, peeps. So I'm the Majesticus.
I'm Rick. We out.
Thank you for joining us, thinking shit through one podcast at a time.